face to face with your fears. Come face to face with tales that witness madness.
Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forests of the night. I love that one.
You've tried everything you know how to keep them to yourself, but you still haven't made it, have you? You're threatened by a tiger.
Come face to face with terror beyond your wildest nightmares. Enter an asylum from which you may never escape. Leave all your sanity behind. It can't help you now.
Mamalu!
Albert!
Quick! Somebody get the fire brigade! Can destroy it. I will destroy it. And you. Now do you believe it? Thank God you've seen it. It has to be seen to be believed.
Tales that witness madness.
Jimmy!
It's enough to drive you out of your mind into your grave.
It all began with a curse. A curse from the grave.
The evil you did this day will be avenged.
A curse of the dead hand. The dead hand that crawls, creeps, and kills. The dead hand that lives. And now the screaming starts. For them. And for you.
Do you dare to spend a night of terror in the Wax Museum? You can't tell the living from the dead. Do you dare to spend a night of terror in the Wax Museum?
Ladies and gentlemen, the museum is now open. You will meet some of the most fiendish monsters in all history. Cannibals, poisoners, stranglers, stabbers, and rippers.
Terror in the Wax Museum.
Wax thou art, and unto wax thou shalt return.
You can't tell the living from the dead. Where one is the killer, the rest the victims.
What are you doing?
Can't tell the living from the dead. Are they flesh and blood, or are they wax? Are they alive, or are they dead? Jack the Ripper, Ivan the Terrible, Attila the Hun, Lizzie Borden, Lucretia Borgia, Bluebeard. Do you dare to spend a night of terror? Terror in the Wax Museum.
How old are you?
15?
Imagine that.
It was the fabulous 60s, a time of prosperity. Intellectual women fast cars, fast food, and a high school.
Kessler? What? Do you have a pass? You got me.
Chicken on the run, up yours!
This is a chronicle of that era.
Oh, Dave, you have to find a place. A safe place.
A safe place?
The Chicken Chronicles.
You come to me, your brother, to find a place to take your girlfriend?
Who's there?
A story of feelings
You want to see?
and emotions.
Women! All women! Because I love women, short, fat, old. I want them all.
A pulsating view of what really happened. An intricate look at the young lives of tomorrow's society.
Margaret.
Their hopes,
I'm alone.
their fears,
It's a quarter of an inch too long.
their work, their play,
Say hello to Margaret for us!
their leaders, and their friends.
It's your uncooperative attitude. Not liking school is uncooperative?
It was a time of budding young romances and strong family relationships.
Dave,
When did you have this fixed?
you can't keep disconnecting your intercom, Dave.
Mom, all I want is a little privacy, huh?
A chance to expand into new areas
Get me, Kessler!
and leave a lasting impression on those you leave behind.
Ready, set.
Yes, it was a very special moment in time,
Listen, I forgot something.
best remembered by history for its contribution to the party.
Outrageous! Oh, I thought it'd impress you. You took a 14-year-old ravishing hooker to the senior prom?
Kiss me.
These wonderful people, those wild events, in these uncompromising chronicles.
Oh, yeah?
The Chicken Chronicles, in the spirit of '69.
Nobody will be in or out?
Nobody.
I don't know.
I promise it's foolproof.
David!
Hi, Mom.
At last, science fiction creates the ultimate man. Inframan. And a motion picture creates the ultimate spectacle. Adventure beyond your wildest imagination with the man beyond bionics. 6 million light years beyond believability. Is he man or machine? Electronic circuits integrated with living cells in the living body of a man. Powered by nuclear energy. Inframan. You won't believe your eyes. You won't believe your ears. You won't believe your mind. Now, Joseph Brenner brings you the most advanced product of bionic science, towering above them all. Thunderbolt fists. Rocket feet. Can Inframan survive heat that melts rock? Cold that freezes fire? Is Inframan a match for men of steel?
A motion picture that will stagger your imagination. Inframan, the ultimate in science fiction.
You need a lift? Are you waiting for that big break? How about some new kicks? You'll get them all from the wildest bunch of far-out superheroes who ever came your way. Super Stooges versus the Wonder Women. Make way for the Wonder Women, meanest mamas of them all. When they go on a rampage, nobody can stop them. Nobody but the Super Stooges.
Raid this valley again, and none of you will leave it alive.
Dharma, the immortal magician. Chang, the Chinese chopper. And Moon, the Black Samson. See them flip out with their superhuman feats. They're incredible.
Honorable partners, I think the time has come for us to get the hell out of here.
They're invincible.
Whoa, you're the heaviest. If you manage to fly, then it'll be easy for me.
They're impossible.
If we stick together, there's no force in the world capable of beating us.
That's the secret weapon of the Wonder Women that has the Super Stooges in deep trouble. It's a panorama of pandemonium as the Super Stooges fight back. See the barrage of the polar balls. See the blitzkrieg by firebombs. See the terrifying attack of the super tanks.
Full speed ahead!
They're people-powered.
Steer to your right! I can't steer to the right! I got a guy with a limp on the left!
Move over, Hercules. Move over, Superman. Move over, Captain Marvel. The wildest bunch of superheroes you ever met are coming to your rescue. Don't miss the super amazing, super astounding Super Stooges versus the Wonder Women.
The Ninja. Born of a 400-year-old tradition. Trained in the most exquisite subtleties of combat. The ninja must be as wise as he is all-powerful. For if ever a ninja gives himself over to the dark side of his art, the destruction is terrifying and absolute. Revenge of the Ninja, starring martial arts master Sho Kosugi and his son Kane Kosugi, 6-year-old world karate champion. When he came to America, he put aside his weapons.
I will not follow the way of the ninja.
But he could not put aside his destiny as a warrior. And now, destiny has come searching for him. Two warriors. One in the service of evil. One bound by honor and vengeance must fight to the death. Because only a ninja can kill a ninja. Revenge of the Ninja. The great martial arts explosion of the 80s comes to America with full force.
Warning. What you will see in the movie Pieces cannot be revealed, cannot be described, cannot even be imagined. And you don't have to go to Texas for a chainsaw massacre. Pieces, it's exactly what you think it is. Pieces, Absolutely no one under 17 will be admitted.
When Satan goes wild, so does the night child.
Only this way will we always be together.
Possessed into the darkest kind of evil. Once the devil takes hold, every man take cover from the night child.
No, Mommy! No, Mommy! The woman. Burning. I never did like the old lady. Sometimes I can read people's minds. Michael, you're in mortal danger.
One day, she was an innocent little girl. One night, she became something else.
Stop it!
And God help us all. Keep saying to yourself, she's just a child. She's just a child.
I love her, and she scared me to death.
Open the door! But this is the child of hell. Beyond the darkness, beyond the devil. Watch out for the night child.
Meet Vernon Potts. This is what they did to him. Stop! Watch him as he turns into a beast, too grotesque to believe, and terrorizes his teachers to death. See Vernon Potts turn on to become the demon of Horror High.
I make that out to be a laboratory beaker, Lieutenant.
We found it close to the coach's body.
The world's most evil teenage mind creates terror for the school that becomes known as Horror High. A distorted trip into the nightmare of death.
Well, you know how some drugs can change a person mentally? Well, I've been trying to prove that you can change them physically as well.
See the terror that stalks the hallowed halls of Horror High.
Vernon, where is Mr. Mumps?
He's dead. He was part of the experiment. That's why I've got to give it up.
You just turn on the light.
There's a maniac running loose around here, and two people dead already.
Guess you're gonna have to play with the big boys today, huh? Give that back.
Give it back! Give it back!
Do you dare enroll in Horror High?
What the hell is that ungodly sound you're making?
See All-Pro John Nyland as another victim of Vernon's rage. See Horror High, opening soon in this area.
Horror High is a scream! Horror High is a blast!
You've got a lot to live, and Pepsi's got a lot to give.
Amazing. Incredible. Impossible. Not for the Super Cops.
the smash bestseller of 1973 becomes this year's most exciting motion picture.
Everybody down!
The true story of the cops they called Batman and Robin. Ron Liebman and David Selby are the Super Cops.
May I have your attention, please? On behalf of the government of the United States of America, I would like to welcome you to the beginning of the greatest adventure of your lives. Faced with the threat of worldwide development of atomic weapons, a special government committee set into action a plan to provide for the continuation of the human race in the event of global thermonuclear war. You are here because we are now engaged in such a war.
The surface temperature is 214 degrees Fahrenheit.
The day of the individual in our world is gone.
Thermonuclear destruction. 4 billion people.
Everyone up there is gone. They're wiped out.
A perfect new computerized world. 1,758 feet underground. Perfect, except for something the computer forgot.
I saw something, and it was just a shadow. I thought it touched me.
Shadows, spots on the walls. If you can't see them and you can't hear them, how the hell are you going to fight them?
How did a bat get down here? The government didn't just dig a hole and plant this installation. They found caves, converted them. Bats live in caves.
There are others. There's no blood source on the surface. So they're either going to cannibalize each other or find their way back in here.
I hate this place!
I think I found a way out.
How? Might be possible to climb the elevator shaft and set off the emergency alarm at the top.
1,700 feet straight up. Nobody could climb that distance.
I could. Don't do it, Woody. You're risking your life for nothing. Don't you see that?
Chosen survivors.
It was a time in my life that I'll never forget. It was my last year in school, and my last chance to win the state finals. My last year in school lasted me all my life. I want to win once. I want to know what it feels like. You will. I wanted a lot of things then. We all did. Love. I'm burning up with love. Yeah! My friend Jerry found his in the strangest places. Would you believe he pinned 2 girls in the same week? Finally got caught with his pants down. But he always came through for me. Who'd you set me up with? Susie Wilson. Susie Wilson? Hey, I'll be down in 5 minutes, okay? There was always one girl you wanted to go out with, and hopefully make out with. Well, she was mine.
Did you ever get anything off of Susie Wilson? Listen, Dave, you don't mind me hanging out with her, do you? I mean, there's not too much I can do about it. She's really got the hots for me, don't you think?
I really wouldn't know. Burton was definitely not one of my friends.
Go back and get yours! Lick it up, Morelli!
Dean was last year's champ, who also happened to be my sister's boyfriend. I know he was only watching out for me. I did a few things for him, too.
Dean Berger, good to see you. Come on, man, let's go!
But the craziest thing of all was that chicken race. When it came down to it, I really had only one thing on my mind.
Thinking about the race?
Ah, hell with the race. I just like to win.
Come on, Dave, you can do it! Oh, come on, man. He ain't even started running yet. So? I'm looking for a record out of you today. You got it.
You're gonna need it.
Huh?
A record. You're gonna need one to beat me today. My last year in school lasted me all my life. It was our winning season. It should happen once to everyone.
Everybody loses.
Meet Slick, Frankie, Hugo, Marty, and Cadillac. The Little Cigars. That's right. They're midgets. They may be small, but they don't act small. What they lack in size, they make up in guts.
Just put all the money back in the bags, lady.
Brains. And talent. They can handle themselves with their fists. Their guns.
If there's any heroes in here today, they're gonna be dead ones.
Those are toy guns.
Toy people, toy guns.
And their women.
Hiya, girls!
The bigger they are, the better they like them.
I'll tell you what, tonight after the show, we'll all go to my house, and then we'll have a terrific party, okay?
Great!
That's what turns Cleo on.
Big guys don't do it for me.
This is gonna shock you, but all my broads are tall.
You know something, you're a dynamite dude.
She's got a thing for little men. She knows that good things come in small packages.
I have weakness for king-size beds.
What are we waiting for?
Things must be tough, Cleo. You sleeping with a dwarf.
He's a midget!
So what's the difference?
A split lip!
5 midgets and a chick are about to start a king-size crime wave.
This is a stick-up.
So look out for the Little Cigars.
Don't move.
On that robbery last night involving 5 juveniles and a girl, change that to 5 midgets.
I really appreciate your kindness.
Keep me covered. Now, Cleo, who's the big man?
Look out for the Little Cigars. Warning, they may be hazardous to your health.
One man against ruthless killers trained in the arts of judo. Lethal kicks. Karate. Kendo. See it all in the Hammer of God. Bloody clash of open-hand terror. They stop at nothing, not even rape. He trains to revenge the murder of his friend. See the most vicious open-hand fight scenes ever filmed.
What did he say?
He was bringing in karate.
Okay, we're bringing you in now.
Sir, here's the confirmation from the owners. SS Carlina Rios expected New Orleans this date 1000 local, coming from Brazil, Central America.
The maid and the quartermaster were at the bow, because from the bow to the bridge is more than 1/8 of a mile.
They were all the way across on the wrong side of the channel.
Something happened. Something strange. The last thing I could make out from the mate was a "get away" said. Get away.
From what?
Don't know. Don't think I want to know.
Do I still give the men shore leave, Captain?
No, feed them. Then I want every available hand topside and lookout. We've still got 2 men out there. Mardi Gras and no Mardi
Julie, you put that away and get yourself over to the church.
Mom, I'm scared.
Of course you are, baby. It's only natural. You got a pretty voice. All you got to do is practice. Now go on. And mind that dress.
Yes, Mama.
Honey, what are you doing home? What's wrong? What is that? What's the matter?
Don't look. They killed Zeph. Poisoned him. They killed my dog.
Oh, I don't believe it.
You would believe it if you could see him all puffed. I'm going to New Orleans.
During Mardi Gras?
That coroner is going to do an autopsy. We're going to have Zest's blood analyzed to find out what kind of poison killed him. Then I'm coming back here and take every store in this delta apart till I find out who bought that poison. I'm going to feed them some of it.
In close to the bank.
Yes, I see it. Rig out the launch.
Sheriff, I am not going to tell you this again. Would you take this thing off my desk?
Drop it, sir.
This man wants us to do an autopsy on a dog.
It's not a dog, it's my dog.
And?
And what?
And what makes you think we should do this for you when we don't do it for the man on the street? Because you're the sheriff?
Because he was poisoned, that's why.
Well, a lot of dogs get poisoned, Sheriff.
Well, look, I didn't mean to bully you, but I'd sure appreciate it if you could help me. Just how old are you, anyway?
31.
Isn't that kind of young to be the coroner?
I'm not the coroner. I'm the assistant M.E. And I'm stuck here on this terrific holiday. Your friendly neighborhood just made the great doctor.
Are you sure you know what you're doing, Doc?
Well, very few of my patients ever complain.
Did you see the transport of this body yourself?
We'll do our best. If there's any problem, we'll call you.
All right, fair enough. We'll alert the morgue and let them know you're on your way. In your opinion, would you say this man died from drowning?
No. His face and hands are covered with some kind of rash or sores.
All right. Thank you for your cooperation. Out.
Morgue line's busy, sir.
Keep trying. Chief, hold the crew, Chief.
Animal's approximately 5 years old. 6. Correction, 6 years old. External evidence indicates toxic paralysis. Eyes and head very puffed, even disfigured. Close examination reveals funny.
What?
Where you live, do you have any prickly plants and nettles?
Yeah. Got some bushes around there with thorns on them. They grow wild. My wife knows the name of them. I could call her.
Well, wait a minute. We'll see what we've got. Well, you can forget about calling your wife. It's a stinger. Insect.
You mean some kind of bugs killed Zeph?
You really want to watch this? Bees. Your dog's stomach is full of bees.
What time is it? And I'll bet you've got the wrong number.
It's Jeff.
Oh, this better be good.
Well, I didn't want to call you any more than you didn't want me to.
No? You obviously have no idea how much I don't want to hear your voice.
I think I get the picture.
So?
Jenny, I'm on duty. All I need from you is a technical opinion.
Oh, I'm glad you're disturbing my sleep for the use of my brain instead of my...
Jenny, could bees kill a dog?
What?
Could bees kill a dog?
Well, they could, but they wouldn't.
Well, they did.
Just bees?
Just bees.
What, did the dog get into the hive and start eating the honey?
No, there was no hive near where they found him.
So what makes you so sure it was bees?
Because the dog's stomach was filled with them.
Do you have a specimen of these bees that killed the dog?
Dozens.
I'll be in my laboratory in an hour.
Same one?
Yeah. Not everything's changed.
Doctor, I hate to interrupt you again, but you're the only one here. It's all so irregular. I don't know what gets into people. You have to have paperwork when you go to the morgue. There's a death certificate, then there's a police clearance, and then the...
Is this yours?
Not anymore.
You have to fill out some papers.
Anything you say, Doctor, as long as we don't have to keep it.
You know how it happened?
Nobody knows for sure.
Sheriff? My God.
2. Altogether 3.
That's the eeriest, most frightening thing I ever heard. But?
What but?
Look, you guys are right. These bees could be a disaster. But what do you want from the police department?
Well, the coroner's office reports to you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm reporting.
Lieutenant?
Yeah.
It's Brown again.
Tell him no. Look, report to somebody else. Go over my head. Deputy Mayor Pellegrino will be here this afternoon.
Oh, this afternoon?
Yeah.
Well, the bees have already killed possibly 13 people. Now, don't you think they should be protected, people? And warned, don't you think?
Come on, this is Mardi Gras. Look, I'd like to help, but I can't take the responsibility of panicking everybody over something I can't do anything about. As soon as Mardi Gras is over, I'll give you all the help I can. Right now, I'd get some proof if I were you. Documented proof. You're gonna need more than 2 glass jars full of bees and some hearsay. No offense, McHugh, but I mean, you don't know for sure those bees are out there killing people, do you?
Just how many dead people would you like for proof?
Listen, McHugh. How many bees are there?
We don't know.
Where are they?
We don't know that either.
You see? Look, I believe you. But I got no men to spare. Document it. And then we'll take it from there.
Lieutenant?
Yeah.
Brown insists.
Tell him no. N-O. No is no.
Well, back to square one.
Yeah.
What about you?
Who, me?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Forget about it? Dive into the magic of Mardi Gras? On the horns and hats, booze, ladies?
Don't tempt me. I don't know. Are you?
Who? I'm going down Tulane. Get these analyzed. Well, you could go out to your parish and look for those bees.
I like your first idea better. Looking for those bees on our own is crazy. Now, why shouldn't we?
Well, because we's about all we got. You in?
Yeah, I'm in. Let's go.
What do you see?
Standard Italian specimen. And your bee. Similar in all major aspects. Antennae, 12 major segments. Mandible normal. Proboscis a little mangled, but looks the same. Stinger missing.
Try this one.
Same sort of mangling, missing stinger. What makes you think there's something special about this one?
Well, this one came from the stomach of a man.
Jeff, you said a dog.
That was the other one. The man was stung hundreds of times, maybe 1,000. There was enough toxin in him to kill an elephant.
Jeff, there are bees that can kill an elephant. But not bees like that in North America.
Yeah, well, the victim was a mate off a freighter that collided with a banana boat. There's 11 crews still missing from the banana boat and 1 from the freighter.
Banana boat from where?
Brazil.
Right.
What do you call it?
The National Beestock Center. We knew it had to happen.
What had to happen?
The African.
Makes you nervous, does it?
Well, you might say that.
Yeah, most people feel that way about bees. It's been that way for a million years. Ever since the first man stuck his finger into a hive to get some honey, got himself stung for his troubles. Honey flow good today, Bill?
Fine.
Yeah, it's a pity, really. People
people don't realize bees are the best friends they've got. You know, we send queen bees from here to every part of the country, repopulate the hives with them. Then their offspring go about the business of pollination. Of course, without pollination...
Yeah, no crops, no food, I get that. After you, sir.
You know, I've heard a lot about you, Mr. Durand, from Jeannie.
Oh?
You don't seem to me to be a grade A dyed-in-the-wool son of...
Rufus? Rufus never had any doubt they would arrive. The question was when.
We have a videotape here, which I've narrated in order to give the uninitiated some idea of what we're up against.
Well, then you are prepared.
I wouldn't say that, just forewarned. We had, however, hoped for a larger audience.
Caution. The contents of this film are extremely sensitive. This material is not to be shown to the public without the written authorization of the National Bee Center.
In 1956, scores of Brazilians were killed when they were attacked by swarms of the so-called Africanized bee. Dr. Jorge Miller, South America's leading expert on insect genetics, explained the bee's presence in the Western Hemisphere.
The African bee was imported to South America only as an experiment. The attempt was to increase honey production by controlled breeding of the more aggressive African bees with a gentler Italian strain. Through an accident, the experimental colony was released and began uncontrolled crossbreeding with the South American bees. The African genes are very strong. The bees that are produced by the mating are extremely aggressive. I had no idea they would become as savage as they did.
September the 12th, 1965, a swarm of killer bees invaded Rio de Janeiro. The final toll was 82 killed. A country farmer was assaulted so savagely that 80 bees were found in his stomach. A funeral party in Recife was assailed. 300 people were injured. 18 died. An experiment was established to monitor African bee behavior. Apparently, bees detest the colors black and red. The fury of the attack was recorded by a microphone held inside a black bag. Normal protective clothing did not ensure the safety of the cameraman and his assistants. More than 500 stings a minute savaged the bag in which the microphone was placed. The difference between the Italian and African bees is remarkable. Most honeybees attack only to ward off invaders. The Africanized bees attack when annoyed by color or sound. Once an invader has left, Italian honeybees will not continue to swarm in anger. African strain will pursue a quarry for as much as 24 hours.
Well, with that film and the bee specimens, at least we won't have any trouble convincing the government.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. There's no exterior way of telling the Italian from the African. We have to use a computer. Look, this is going to take at least an hour. Why don't you go into town and get some lunch?
Thing is, we don't want to alarm anybody.
Then just what the heck are we doing?
We're only going to suggest that people not take chances.
There's a difference?
We've got to know where those bees are. Now, you tell them if they see anything to give us a call, and we'll be there right away.
And do what?
You think I know?
Oh, I'll just have the mixed plate, glass of wine, and coffee later. Where's the swarm now?
Well, as far as we can figure, about 20 miles southeast.
Very close. Well, it's like the devil planned it, huh? The bee center is the perfect ready-made breeding ground. That swarm must be destroyed to the last bee. I'll contact Jorge Muller. He claims to have a method by which he can neutralize the Africans. Of course, it'll be no use unless your sheriff, what's his name?
Hugh.
Yeah, unless he can locate the swarm.
But I think he will. And I think when more people know about it.
No, you must promise not to do that. We can't panic people. We're in something of a dilemma.
If we frighten people, they're going to start killing bees indiscriminately, especially the farmer. He'll be worried that his animals, his family will be in danger.
They'll burn the hives.
There'll be less and less bees.
Less and less food.
Suicide.
So what do we do?
I don't know. If that swarm enters New Orleans, the city noise alone will set them on a rampage. They will kill every living thing in sight. Your city morgue won't be big enough to cope with the results. Now, these Africans are different, not only chemically, but psychologically. They don't merely want to sting. They want to kill.
You looking for bees?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you sure come to the right place, Sheriff. I got a whole bunch in the backyard. They've been driving me crazy all day.
You mind if I take a look?
No, you go right ahead.
No, I mean from inside, the back door.
Oh, I don't know. The place is a mess. I've yet to do the dishes.
This could be an emergency, Miss Bryant.
Well, if you promise not to look close.
Thank you.
They've been out there for hours.
Could I use your phone, ma'am?
Of course.
Is that Jimmy?
Yeah.
Jimmy, go back! That's you, Sheriff? It is. Be careful of these bees. Don't come this way. Go back!
See, Sheriff, you don't have to worry about these bees. You don't bother them, they don't bother you.
Thank you, Miss Bryant.
Them's not the bees you're looking for.
No, ma'am. I guess they're just bees. And you can thank the Lord for that. We're closed.
Open the door.
We're closed.
Open the door.
The offices are closed.
Yeah, I know. Looking for the deputy mayor.
His name is Pellegrino.
You know him? Yeah, I know him.
We really have to find him.
What for? Who are you?
I'm Pellegrino.
Who are you? I'm Jeff Duran. I'm assistant medical examiner of the coroner's office. We have an emergency.
Today?
What difference does today make?
Well, what kind of an emergency?
It's about a swarm of killer bees.
Killer bees? Take that stairway. I'm in 301.
From the looks of the clothing and the general description, it could be that captain from the Carlina Rios.
Well, let's find out.
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Well, I'm just terribly sorry to disturb you at home. Oh, yes, sir. I can expedite it. All of it. Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Goodbye. So we go with a clear procedure. It just so happens that we'd already set up for this particular situation anyway.
You mean someone in the government actually got a jump on this?
Yes, ma'am. Decisive action is very important in cases like this. Now, what I'll do is I'll get to working with the Department of Agriculture just as soon as I get all the facts straight and, of course, verify the source. Now, your name again is,
Jeanette Devereaux. I'm a graduate fellow in entomology at Tulane.
And you, sir?
Jeff Duran. I'm a research pathologist. I fill in on weekends and holidays.
You're the young man that turned in a report, but you're not actually a city coroner, are you?
No, sir.
Well, that could be a little problem there. Of course, I think I can take care of it. I'll just telex the appropriate authorities. Just as soon as I can, then we can get the proper authorization.
Now, hold it. Hold it just a second. What are you talking about, telex and proper authority?
Well, you don't seem to understand. You see, I just can't take this on myself.
What do you mean, can? I think you better.
Now, wait a minute. Do you know who you're talking to?
Yeah. I'm talking to a damn fool civil servant whose idea of action is to sit on his
What do you want me to do? Run up and down a levee with a butterfly net in my hand? Let me tell you something, mister. Now, you want action? You go through the proper channels or you won't get it at all.
To see you, Sheriff. It's my Julie. She never come home from church. 6 hours now. I'm worried sick. Something's happened. I know something's happened.
Come on, Miss Comfort, get in.
You know something's happened.
No, ma'am, I didn't say that. Just come on and get in.
All right.
That's what we need.
Oh, now, wait a minute. We promised Rufus.
I know we promised Rufus. You know Rufus said about them bees? We get to tell them what they do?
We should give him a call.
Well, you talk to him. You do what you want. I want to talk to him. Do what you want.
Dr. Rufus Cowder, please.
Dr. Cowder.
Rufus, it's Janie. Nobody in the city government will do anything fast enough.
Jeff thinks if we're going to get any kind of results at all, we ought to make some sort of a public announcement.
Jeannie, you mustn't do that. You promised me.
But I'm trying to tell you that Jeff is convinced that if we're going to get any kind of results at all, we've got to give the story to the television people. I'm beginning to think he's right.
Please, I've spoken to Jorge Mueller.
Richie, can you swing the camera down and set me up for an interview spot? Great. And tell the desk to monitor this. They may be interested in it.
Yes, I'll meet Mueller. Flight 8, Air Brazil. Do you really think he's got an answer?
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Ready? Here we go. This is Mary Gordon, sidelight on New Orleans. With me today is Dr. Wait a minute. Could you give me your name
Duran,
again,
Jeffrey
please?
Duran, Dr.
Dr. Jeffrey
Yes,
Duran.
ma'am.
Got it. Okay, here we go. This is Mary Gordon.
Rufus, I can't hear you.
With me today is the assistant medical examiner for the city of New Orleans, Dr. Jeffrey Durand. Dr. Durand has come up with a rather startling story. It concerns the approach to New Orleans of a swarm of...
Did this man introduce himself as a doctor?
I
He
am a
often
doctor.
does that. I suppose he's told you a lot about bees, too.
There are bees.
I really think you'd do better not to listen to what he says. Jeff, please! Wait! Dr. Mueller is coming in town from Brazil tonight with a solution.
Are you sure?
No?
Cut it off. If those bees show up, head for the burner and get behind it.
Yes, Sheriff.
Can you light up that fast every time?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's fine. Now, we're going to form a line and move through this field. And nobody do any talking unless you got something to report. And don't panic at the sight of the first ladybug. And if we find... whatever you find, don't touch anything until I get there. Is that plain?
Okay, Sheriff. Yes, sir.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so Dr. Frankenstein is coming up from Rio to undo what he's already done. Maybe. I don't know, it's also strange. I feel like we're going nowhere. I'll tell you how I feel inept.
Yeah, well, me too.
Oh, you're the most inept person I know.
Yeah, that's a hell of a thing to say.
It wasn't meant as an insult.
Well, you should make it seem like one.
Oh, we're fighting again?
How come we've been fighting? We're not even talking.
What are we doing, Janet? What are we doing?
Jeanette.
Jeanette.
Sorry, ma'am.
Sheriff?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Sheriff,
Miss Casio.
my husband, we can't find him anywhere. Just the tractor down by the bayou. Why, Albert wouldn't have it.
I'll get over there and take a look, ma'am.
Is it true what we hear about the bees?
Sheriff? Sheriff?
Pretty soon we're gonna run out of jobs.
Tell me about it. Well, at least you can call that Coast Guard lieutenant and tell him his men can have liberty. It's no rare disease. Just your standard death by bee sting.
Yeah, sure, Sheriff.
McHugh? Yeah, all right. Well, it's a 7-year-old girl that's on her way in. They headed out looking for another one.
When I took this job, I never thought there was gonna be overtime. How'd you ever get into this line of work, huh?
Lucky, I guess.
We got his footprints here heading into the river. We can work from here down. Tide's going that way.
Did you see the bees? They pull out that air cleaner in the tractor?
I did.
You got any idea what you're gonna do if they come after us?
I do. I am going in that water, and I ain't coming up till I get to Pensacola.
On such short notice, Dr. Miller. I think it's sort of nice the city gave you a welcoming parade. Don't mind my asking, what's in the case?
It is, I hope, the answer.
Stop the sight. Right over there. Oh, come on, Sheriff. Them bees is fast asleep. Fine, I guess you want to wake them up. Sheriff!
He's got to him even in the water. In the water.
Slightest hole, they'll find it. That's one reason they go for the mouth. Some swarms of Africans have such venom that I believe a man can be killed by as few as 3 stings. As you know, this suit was made specially to my own design.
It's quite fantastic.
The normal netting cloth unit is pitifully inadequate. They sting right through. Well, now, my intention is quite simple. I shall enter the swarm.
Enter?
And I shall pick out the queen and replace her with a new queen. The new queen will gather the swarm around her. And when they hive and begin to breed, they'll eventually produce a new generation of hard-working, non-aggressive offspring.
Now, wait a minute. I thought you came up here to stamp out this swarm.
My dear Miss...
Jeanette Devereaux.
If you were to attack the swarm and kill the queen, it would simply disperse. These killer bees being genetically dominant, I believe, Dr. Carter, that just a few refugee bees in this center could mean the Africans would cover America by as early as September.
Still there?
I told them they'd have to wait.
Gentlemen.
How's it going?
Fair, I guess.
We've been hearing things. Rumors, wives' tales.
Is there a bunch of killer bees loose in the parish?
That's right.
Where are they now?
Last place was near Casio's. After that, we're just guessing.
What are your plans?
There's a man who's come in from Brazil. He's going to do something with them.
We're talking about evacuation.
There's some hard decisions got to be made. People have to be taken care of.
I doubt if there's...
Because if those bees cut loose, everybody in this parish is going to go across that river at the same time. We thought that we ought to, you know...
Yeah, I know. And I'm willing to give you gentlemen of the council priority. Because when those bees cross that water, and they will cross it, I can't think of anybody I'd rather see standing on the opposite shore. Churn.
Yes, sir.
Show these gentlemen out the door. And if they don't disperse within 5 minutes, run them in for loitering.
Yes, sir. One of these days, McHugh, you're going to go too far.
I probably will. But it'll take a better man than you to tell me when that is.
Well, I can leave if you want.
Now, that's some entrance line. May I ask why I am being so singularly honored, sir? I'm sorry. I'm scared.
Well, why do you think I'm here? I had to go out and see McHugh and get organized for tomorrow about some crazy scheme I don't have the slightest faith in.
And you want to hold hands?
Something like that.
Took a swarm of killer bees to bring you back.
It took seeing you again. To credit the bees if you want.
No, thank you. I refuse to be grateful to a bunch of bees.
Was that actually meant the way it came out? Warm and pleasant?
Yes.
Hello.
All right.
Anybody home?
No.
Evening.
My wife's mad at me. The city council's going to have my job. Now, what do you want?
I just want a cup.
Over there.
You want a drink?
No, thanks. Well, I just sent in another victim. Albert Casio. Farmer. Good man.
That red pen up there?
Maybe. Shouldn't be too far off. Dawn, they'll cross that bayou.
They will?
There's a field planted in flower. It's on Homer Road. If I was a bee, that's where I'd go for breakfast. I'll start there in the morning.
You trying to think like a bee?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, they're about 30 miles from B Center. I think they're heading straight for it. You know, it's like I almost knew it was there.
And my pa used to say there's good in every situation for somebody if you looked hard enough for it. I wonder what he'd say about this predicament.
Well, maybe it takes this sort of thing to get people thinking about other people. Everyone or everything being in the same boat.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Do you?
Yeah. You mean there ain't no damn bees gonna get the best of us?
Well, you really come up in the world, boy. Well, at least it was Patty.
Good morning.
What's the good about it?
Just that,
Hey, Jeff. I'd like you to meet Dr. Miller. Dr. Miller, this is Jeff Durand.
Doc. Yes, hello. Oh. Are we all here? Come a little closer. You each have radios, and you've been given the sectors you'll patrol, all right? Now, I'd like to urge you to be very careful of any undue noise. The Africans are extremely sensitive to vibration. In the event you are attacked, your vehicles are the safest place. But remember to close all vents instantly. Miss Devereaux and I will remain here in readiness for the sighting. I'll expect each of you to report every 15 minutes. Thank you.
This is McHugh, Homer Road. Nothing here. Sorry, Jeff.
This is Deputy Jern checking in. Natchez Road. Nothing here.
Levy, I don't see a thing. It's Jeff, Dr. Carter. We're on Bohemia Road, and we got nothing.
Come on.
Give them time.
Time. In 1 hour, B can fly 10 to 15 miles. We're faced with a circle, which can get only larger and larger. Get in.
Well, it's not bees.
That's for sure. Think we should take a look?
This is McHugh. Jeff? Dr. Carter, have you got anything?
I just have a dead chicken, Sheriff, with a red cap on it.
Anything else nearby?
Oh, yeah, there's a strange symmetrical design in the grass.
Don't touch anything. It's all sacred. It's a veve.
What, Sheriff?
It's voodoo, Dr. Carter.
Anything special we should do?
Nothing. Leave it be. We need all the help we can get.
There. The bees are in there.
We're out on Peninsula Road. There's a hot dog stand.
I know it. Go ahead.
The swarm is inside. Dr. Mueller says he wants all cars kept out of the area until he gives the word. He says he wants the roads blocked.
Will do.
Oh, please wait for the others.
No. You'll start the car and take me there. Close all the windows and all the vents. When I give you the signal, turn up the engine and coast as far as you can. I shall walk the rest of the way. You understand?
Yes.
Under no condition are you to get out of your car. Let's go.
Going towards the door.
What are the bees doing?
Not much. He told me they don't mind silver. It's the colors black and red that set them off.
Mardi Gras!
Hey, Phil!
Sure!
What do we do? Sheriff said not to let anybody in there.
Now, I know that. You want to go after him?
No way. Call the sheriff.
You really think we ought to? I mean, what can he do anyway?
Well, I'll call him.
He's going inside now.
over. I'm hungry.
Jeff! Jeff, somebody's here! Jeff, somebody's here!
Jenny?
Jeff, what do I do?
Stay in the car.
Get in, let's go!
Hey, bro, I'm hungry. Get back in your
Oh, please don't let this be happening.
Jenny? Can you hear me? Jenny? Talk to me.
The bees are all over the car. The windshield is covered. I can't, Jeff. What do I do?
Well, don't panic. The car's airtight. I'll think of something.
Yes.
Sheriff? Gotta get those flamethrowers.
We can't do that. The swarm would disperse. If they got to the bee center, we'd have killers all over the country. Maybe all over the world. As long as that swarm is viable, every bee will stay with it, so we gotta keep it together.
Well, what are you gonna do?
You could freeze them.
What?
Freeze them. Bees become immobile at 45 degrees Fahrenheit. If you could drive that car somewhere.
You could drive it inside of a refrigeration plant or a packing plant.
No, that's no good. It can't already be cold. The bees hate the cold. They fly away. Wherever we go, it'll have to cool down after we get there. Also, it'll have to encompass the entire swarm.
I mean, some of those bees are 50, 100 yards from the center of the swarm.
Great idea, Rufus. I don't think there's anywhere in the world like I'm describing.
Hell, there isn't, Doctor. Aren't you a Saints fan?
A what? We'd have to drive the car right through the center of town. I mean, the noise, the motion, the bees would fly away. Hey, you're crazy. You haven't got a prayer.
Prayer's exactly what you have got. This is the quietest day of the year in New Orleans.
I don't understand.
It's Ash Wednesday, Doctor. Sheriff, call ahead. Jenny?
Yes?
How much gas you got?
About a quarter of a tank?
Okay. Now don't open up anything. Don't turn your air conditioner on. Just start your engine. Turn up your radio for a minute. We want to get those bees mad at you.
Oh, God, I can hardly see.
Try your wipers. Drive, Jenny. 15 miles an hour. We'll escort you. You follow us. Can you do that?
I'll try. Where are we going?
We're going to Superdome.
Attention, we have an emergency. Attention. You're in danger. You have 60 seconds to clear the street. Attention. Attention, we have an emergency. You're in danger. You have 60 seconds to clear the street. We'll bring you through a swarm of killer bees. We have an emergency. You're in danger. 60 seconds to clear the street. I repeat. Killer bees. Any loud noise can arouse. Absolute quiet is necessary. Turn off all radios, all machinery, and get off the street. Close your doors and windows. Wait 10 minutes after we go by before resuming normal activity.
It's no joke.
Attention. Attention. We have an emergency. You are in danger. You have 60 seconds to clear the street.
Come on, get in here. Come on, right now, get in here.
We have an emergency. You are in danger. You have 60 seconds to clear the street. Get off the street. Attention. Attention. We have an emergency. You are in danger. You have 60 seconds to clear the street. We're coming with a swarm of killer bees. I repeat, killer bees. Any loud noise can arouse. Absolute quiet is necessary.
You're going just a bit too fast, Jenny. Slow down. We can't afford to lose one single bee.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Okay, love, that's fine.
Attention. Attention. We have an emergency. You are in danger. You have 60 seconds to clear the street. I repeat, clear the street. Attention. You are in danger. You have 60 seconds to clear the street. We are coming through with a swarm of killer bees. I repeat, killer bees.
We're almost there. I'm going ahead to get the door open.
doing?
Lousy. I never thought I'd be this scared in my life.
Yeah, well, hang in there. I can't say everything I want to say over an open mic.
Yeah, I know. And... Oh!
What happened?
Well, it's the engine. I think I'm running out of gas. I think I'm running out of gas. I don't think it...
Well, downshift into lower gear.
Okay. Yeah, that's a little better.
I'm almost there, Jenny. Hang on. It's not much longer now.
Jeff, it's stopping. Oh.
Get out, Phil. Run to the other car. Jenny, I'm coming around. I'm gonna push you now, Jenny.
Oh. Jeff, I can't see anymore. I can't.
I'll tell you which way to turn. Straight ahead now. You got it, huh? Straight ahead. All right, now, turn to left.
Oh, Jeff.
All right, now, Jenny, go to your right a little now. I tell you, you got it, girl. Go on straight ahead.
All right, let's open the door.
Open the door.
We're at the dome.
Close it.
Now, wait.
Hold it.
Wait for stragglers. Make sure they're all inside.
Okay, left now, Jenny.
Okay.
All right, now, just hold on now.
Oh, God.
All right, close the door.
Close it. Is the cooling system up to full?
Yes, sir.
Uh, 61 degrees. We want it down to 45 degrees. Can you do that?
I don't know, Sheriff.
Well, that's all we can do.
That temperature's going down now. Just hang on. Hold on, Jenny. Just a couple of minutes longer. Hold on.
God, I can't breathe.
Hold on.
There's no air.
Hold on.
Oh, please, God. Oh, God.
Is there any lag in the readout?
I don't know. Never got it this cold before.
Oh, Jeff. Jeff, help. Oh, please help. I can't handle it. Oh, please. Please, Jeff. Oh, help, please. Jeff.
Jenny? Jenny?
I sure do want to thank you, sir.